Hey, you guys, I'm at Longhorn Steakhouse. I just had a great steak meal. Someone donated me a cash app to eat, and I even bringing Rufus some leftovers. So if y'all worried about Rufus, he's okay. But this is the deal. I didn't realize I didn't have enough gas to get home, and I'm stuck. And I'm not asking you to cash out me any money, but if you know anybody in the area that could possibly help me, um, yeah, I don't have any gas, and I just I feel so bad coming up here asking for any kind of help. But I definitely don't want you to send me any money. Please don't send money, even though it would help so much. And the Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, Apple Pay, all that is in my bio. But just don't if you could just share this video. If there's someone in the Raleigh, North Carolina area that can help me get home. This is so embarrassing. Don't send me money. Just pray for me. Hey, you.
Court. That's what he gonna have to do. I'm not paying for no court costs. We have to pay for that. The fuck? I'm not paying no fucking rent. Where were you? I don't have nowhere else to go. We'll have to go to a room. But y'all gotta think about it. I go to a room. I'm on a piece of income. So I go to a room. I pay for the room. What we gonna do for the rest of the month? Like if I keep paying on the room, a room is not cheap. Weekly rate for a room is damn near $600. Like literally. And I got too many kids to be in a room. And somebody, I don't even know how they keep getting my email, but they keep PayPal me one thing, talking shit. That's crazy. And they just keep sitting there one thing, talking shit. The fuck? They just keep sending it one thing, y'all. They sending it through PayPal. I don't even know how they get my email though. No, it through PayPal. One on said for Penny Ferry, talking about some
The penny fairy.
for court fees, for room fees, some shit. I don't fucking know, y'all. Yeah, they say it's Penny Ferry. They ain't got no life. Cause what is a penny gonna do? Court. That's what he gonna have to do.
Well, it's gonna do more than what you're looking to do. It's gonna do more than what you're doing because this ain't gonna work. Again, I think she has a lot of kids. I think she has a lot of kids. I've come across her before, and this is what we see. I mean, what she's bringing up is what we already know. People who come on here begging, sure, the donations can help you for a time, but then how are you going to be able to sustain yourself moving forward? Because if you have to come on here begging now, there's a good chance that you'll have to come back again because bills don't stop. So you're not going to just be able to keep doing this perpetually and people to just being able to fund you to be able to live the life you chose and based off the decisions you made. It's really just that simple. Y'all, before we get into the next clips, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second and it actually helps out more than you know. And it's just a click. So if you're here anyway, you might as well click that like button. And also if you can hype the video as well.
Investing into somebody else's
The caption says sitting in Walmart dry begging.
life, baby. Because listen, my head been hurting for the last 4-5 days now. Going on 7 since I got off that plane and made my way back here. My head has been banging. So seriously, ain't no way. But I got 24 people in the room with me. It's nice to see y'all. 366 views. Thank you for the congrats, TC. 226. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, supposed to be placing me a grocery order later. I don't know if I'm gonna cook something or not. Once again, I need to get to my storage because I got, cooking supplies and stuff, but I just need to get a hold to my stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but investing into somebody else's life, baby, because listen.
So tired of living like this. My husband is on day 16 in a row of working, and we still can't afford to have groceries for our family. I'm trying to do this TikTok shop thing. I'm trying to make it work. I'm starting a second account, so if anybody, if you can just follow me to get me to 5,000 followers so I can start shop on this account, I'd really, really appreciate it. Every time we think we're in a better place, something comes up. It just help me. I'm so tired of living like this.
Man, you can really come on here and beg for anything. She said, so she has a husband. But the main thing that I want to focus on is how you can literally just come on here and beg for anything. Begging for followers is a new one. Begging for followers is a new one so that you can hit a threshold to be able to get to a point. Because I think you have to hit a certain amount of followers on TikTok for them to be able to monetize you, or I guess in her case, for her to be able to do the TikTok shop or whatever. I'm not too familiar with TikTok shop. I think begging people to follow you if they're not already interested in your content, if you just make your money off your content, I think that's crazy. Now, for TikTok shop, that might be different. Maybe she just needs that amount of people and then she's going to do something totally different and sell something, and maybe that has its own strategy involved. I don't know. But if people don't actually want to watch you, I think that begging them to follow you is a bit counterintuitive, in my opinion. Especially if you actually get, because I've even seen people beg people to watch their videos for a certain amount of time so that they can hit a certain threshold to get paid. And the same thing, like with the begging for anything else. How's that going to last? You're going to beg somebody who's not interested in your content actually. You're going to beg them to watch your content perpetually every time you post something and they're really not even interested. I think that's kind of weird. I think keep it low friction, something where you just where they can just click it.
Men don't come up to you, not even nobody comes up to you in the club.
The caption says, "Woman is upset. Says men don't approach women in the club anymore." It says when dry begging in the club goes wrong.
Men don't come up to you, not even nobody comes up to you in the club. Nobody comes up to you in the club. They be scary as fuck, and I don't understand why. Men don't come up.
That is, I guess you could call it dry begging. You see, we're watching a lot of different examples of dry begging. I could see that being dry begging because it kind of is. But at the same time, from any type of begging, what I noticed is this new age begging is more so like entitlement type of begging. So it's not even begging from a humble place. It's like entitled begging, as we see a lot. Even the woman who was complaining about the pennies and all that type of stuff. It's like entitled begging. I think you catch more flies with honey.
I'm gonna pull up on you when I get done working on this card. I'm gonna look at it. So he pulled up and looked at the card. He like,
It looks like she has a dry begging story.
look at the card. He like, he pulled right up. He like, I pulled up on you first before anybody. Don't say I ain't never applying no pressure. So I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. But I'm still ain't saying that because I'm just like applying pressure. I ain't pulling up to look at my car. Applying pressure and seeing that you finna fix my car.
This whole video is her venting about a thirsty ass dude.
Hold on. He says he's applying pressure. If you don't know what that means, basically, it's like I'm trying to court you. I'm trying to really. It's like you're already sold on a person. And so now you're trying to really pursue them more heavily. Typically in the dynamic of a man pursuing a woman.
He pulled right up. He like, I pulled up on you first before anybody. Don't say I ain't never applying no pressure. So I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. But I'm still ain't saying that because I'm just like applying pressure. I ain't putting up to look at my car. Applying pressure is saying that you for the fix my car.
This whole video is her venting about a thirsty ass dude who ain't.
So let me get this straight. You called a dude because your car was having trouble. Didn't I just tell you the begging, it usually comes off more entitled, even though you need something. This dude could just go on about his business and keep it pushing. He's not stuck on the side of the road. You need something. And look how she's even framing it. The dude is coming to try and help. This dude's not a mechanic. See, you're in an emergency situation. Now you trying to shame this dude for him to just solve the problem. That's not even his expertise. That doesn't make him any less of a man if he can't fix the problem. Odds are you ain't been doing your preventative maintenance and it could be a big problem. Whose fault is that? That's his because he can't fix it? Or is that yours because you didn't take care of your car? But he's coming to try and ultimately as well keep you company so you're not just alone. Because we know that if you just stay there, nothing's going to get done. You're going to need somebody to tell you what to do, probably, in order for you to not just be standing there looking crazy. So he's coming to actually come check it out and just assess things and go from there. She's talking about, I don't need you to come and look at my car. If you applying pressure is coming and fixing my car. You talk to me like that when I'm coming to help you, if you want to. I'm going to be like, all right. You're going to be sitting right there.
Applying pressure is saying that you for the fix my car.
This whole video is her venting about a thirsty ass dude who ain't fix her car for the free. This whole video. That was the purpose of the whole video. It was about a dude who was homies with two of her homeboys who been thirsty as hell in her DM. She didn't give him the time of day. We talking 10 plus messages. The moment her car break down, she hit him up. He's a mechanic. He comes look at it. He said he's still going to charge her $500. She mad because she couldn't take advantage of a thirsty ass dude. That was the entirety of the video. And then she even sent him a long ass message like getting on his neck, talking about if you try to applying pressure to her is spending money on her. It's not you trying to get to know her, not you reaching out to her, not you
desperate. It's like the more desperate, the more a person tries to shame you and project on you, the more desperate they are. It's full on desperation, but it's also preservation. And when I say preservation, I mean preservation of pride and ego, because they're desperate. But the last thing to go in a lot of these situations is the pride and the ego. And again, I already said you catch more flies with honey. Same thing to go back to the club example. Look how she was even complaining about men not approaching. These is scary and da da da. It's like, yeah, that's gonna make someone want to approach you. Same in this situation. Dude's been trying to get to know you. Listen, when it comes to getting to know each other, men and women, that's equal. I don't know who is making it seem like, oh no, you gotta fully go in on, especially in today's day and age. Especially in today's day and age. You should want a man just as bad as a man wants you. It's definitely going to be proportional, especially in situations like this.
It's not you trying to get to know her, not you reaching out to her, not you, hey, let's go on a date. It's her, you doing acts of money on for her. And look, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't attacking her character. Didn't say nothing. I ain't say nothing about her. I just summarized her 5-minute video into 30 seconds. If you don't believe me, go watch it. I'll even link it.
I'm gonna pull up on you.
Look how he gotta like clean it up at the end, because I mean, he's like, I'm not attacking her character. I'm not whatever. Look at all this we got to do and go around just in order to correct bad behavior. That is bad character. you don't have to attack her character. She put her character on full display. And it is what it is. Anybody that thinks that the way that she operates is ideal is completely misguided. Listen, man. It's one thing if you're not interested in a guy. That's cool. Just say that. But then to still feel like you can have them in your back pocket, and now they've been trying to pursue you, and now you're going to leverage that, even though you're not actually interested in them, and leverage that and be like, well, if you're saying you're trying to apply pressure, no, he had been applying pressure, going unanswered in all those messages. That was applying pressure. What? You think it comes down to a pivotal moment when you need something, and that's how a guy courts you, you ignore them for months or years. And then when it's an emergency that aligns right into their skill set, now all of a sudden, this is their time to show and prove that they actually want to get to know you. No, because you're not even going to really continue to pursue after that. You're just going to get your stuff fixed, and then you're going to slowly allow things to kind of wither back out again. You're just not interested. That's okay. But in this case, you can still possibly get help and just say, hey, I'm in a effed up position. I don't want to date, I'll be honest. But you think you can help? And you could just leave it like that. And not be entitled. And just rude, ultimately. He's like, I'm not attacking her character, but brother, you don't gotta attack her character. We can all see it.
One thing that absolutely has started to really annoy me is when people...
The caption says, why dry begging makes you unlikable.
Dry beg. I feel like everybody's experience to some type of capacity. It's basically like you're talking to somebody, and instead of them asking you directly, they start dropping hints like, man, I wish I had a ride. Or, nah, that's crazy, I haven't eaten all day. Like, first when they start doing it, maybe you thinking, oh, maybe they just shy, maybe they don't want to be a burden. But here's where it gets tricky later on. If you ever bring it up, they're gonna hit you with, oh, I never asked you to do that. And technically, they would be right. But you still felt pressured to help because they indirectly asked. When the cycle keeps going on and on and on, then it starts to feel a little bit manipulative, and you start to feel like you're being used. And that's why people hate dry begging, because it's not just hinting, it's pretty much lack of honesty. People respect you being direct way more than you playing games. So if you need something, just ask a brother, don't hint, don't dance around it, just say it. It's much cleaner, it feels real, and it just keeps the relationship solid. Leave a like and comment your thoughts down below.
You ever worked a job? Because he brought up the example of, oh man, I could use a ride. You ever worked a job and you had somebody at your job and they didn't have a car? And maybe one time they asked you can you give me a ride home? And really where they're trying to go, it's not completely convenient. It's not too far away, but it's not in the direction that you're going. So it's still going to cost you some time and convenience. And one time you give them a ride. And then after that one time you done gave them a ride. Now all of a sudden they trying to act like it's regular now. And y'all leaving the job. And they like, all right, man. We about to head out. We'll see y'all tomorrow. It's like, what you mean we'll see y'all tomorrow? Oh, you can't give me a ride again? And I ain't never really had it happen that blatant. But I've definitely experienced, I think it was one time where it was somebody that tried it. But I don't think it was that blatant. I think it was just like, hey, can you give me I think they asked again. And then it was just like, nah, that's kind of out the way, man. Like, I didn't mind once, but I'm not trying to do this every day. Nah. Because I don't even want to get it too attached like that, to be honest. Has anybody else ever had a situation, if you're not like a real friend, for real, anybody else ever experienced that? Somebody just constantly asking for a ride or whatever?
and get put on the list. Can you drop food stamps? What's that mean, Valerie? I used to get $300 a month. Then they dropped me to $100. Now they only give me $24. I get $24 because I live in my car now and I don't have a home. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was getting $300. Then they dropped me to $100. And now they just dropped me again 2 months ago. Because I'm in my car, I'm not paying rent and I'm not paying electric. So they dropped me to $24. And that was proven last month. And I'll show it again this month. Same thing, $24. And they won't rent me a room for the 2 weeks. Usually, the state will help you once a year with a room for 2 weeks. But I'm over the income now. They say I'm over the income now. They helped me one time, like 2 years ago, when it was wintertime, they helped put me in a room for 2 weeks. But since my income has changed and it's a little higher, they won't help me now because I'm over budget. I have a disability income, yes, but I'm not going to say what it is.
Okay, well,
My kid's father passed away.
you don't got to say what the disability is, but you're sitting here, you're saying the numbers as far as what you were getting in food stamps, what got dropped down, all that good stuff. So you don't have to tell us what the disability is, but what's the income? What's the disability income? You coming on here dry begging. This is definitely dry begging. Be transparent. I think people appreciate transparency. If you're going to be begging. Now, if you don't need nothing from nobody, then you can keep your business to yourself. But I'm just saying, if you really want people to help, then you can just lay things out and outline it for them so that they can then make the decision based off all the facts.
We were married for 15 years legally. We divorced. I had no idea that I could collect his money until 2 years ago. So when I found out that I was eligible to collect 100% of his benefits, I went down and applied for it, and it gave me $200 more a month. Yes. So I did do that. But I fucked myself by doing that, because by doing that now, I don't get a lot of my medicine paid for now. I don't get my free supplies. I have to pay for that now. And I've got to pay for medications more than one.
That's interesting. She said she got divorced, but somehow there's some loophole or whatever. I'm assuming that her ex-husband passed away and then she was still able to go collect maybe his retirement benefits or something.
The woman finna cancel me for this one because I heard y'all out here dry begging.
The caption said, I heard what the fellas were saying. Some of y'all dry begging.
Cancel me for this one because I heard y'all out here dry begging. And I mean immediately, soon somebody get your contact information. Sis, is you cool? And before you get ready to tussle, I'm not saying wanting effort is a problem. I'm not saying wanting dates, wanting flowers, wanting romance, wanting consistency. None of that is the problem. The problem becomes when you start to turn dating into like this little silent fundraiser. What is y'all, GoFundMe's? It's a big difference between wanting somebody to be intentional with you and using romance as a tool. And I get it. You want to provide it because you feel tired, you feel overwhelmed, you want to help me, you want a partner. You want somebody that's going to add value and kind of take the pressure off. I'm cool with that. I'm jiggy with that.
Yeah, but the thing is, even the way you outline that, you want to provide it, you want somebody that's going to relieve you, take the pressure off. Just about then anybody fits in that category. And so I think that's what we got to start addressing. We just looking at men as just piggy banks that just make our lives easier. Not the whole person with their own characteristics, their own quirks, and ultimately their own feelings. And I'm not saying that men need to be super emotional and super in tune with their feelings, but I'm just saying that This is a person. And this is not just somebody that, or this is not just a tool to be utilized to call and say, come apply pressure, come fix my car. No, this is somebody, and somebody who got their own stuff going on, who you should respect their time. And if they give you some time to come and do something that isn't necessarily fun, I mean, the guy's a mechanic. I'm sure he fixes cars all day. I'm sure it gets tiring having to do it and get paid for it. So him coming to do it for free don't really seem like there's much appreciation behind that. Don't even really seem like there's any reciprocation behind that. What did she even say? You know what's funny? She just like, yeah, apply pressure, ninja. Hurry up. What did she even say she was going to do? Did you even offer to like cook them a meal or something? Anything? That would be nice. Yeah, come over, I'll cook a meal. You can even tell them like, I don't like you like that. I'm really not feeling you, but I'm going to cook you the best meal you've probably had in a long time. And we could talk and we could see. But just giving nothing in return and just expecting everything.
You want to help me. You want a partner. You want somebody that's going to add value and kind of take the pressure off. I'm cool with that. I'm jiggy with that. But we just got to be honest with it, though. Because if you really want relief, you going to confuse anybody that got some money. So now you're not even looking for a partner no more. And that's where the problem come in at, because now you're not going to have a partner. And that's dangerous because you want somebody to pay your bills, but they're not bringing you no emotional stability, no safety, no character to the relationship. They won't be a natural provider. So yeah, we can argue about it, and I don't even care. Because in your right hand, you're looking for your person, right? But in your left hand, you're looking for what you go benefit from. Man, buddy just go block you and keep moving, sis. So be honest, are you dating to find your person, or you just want your bills paid?
Or do you just want your bills paid and your car fixed? That's a good question. That's a good question. And she said, are you trying to find your person? Because again, remember that archetype, I just want somebody to make things easy. I want a provider. So anybody can be your person then. Anybody will fit into that box. And so that also means if the person that you select, if anything ever happens to disrupt what they were brought in for, that also could mean that anybody can just come in and replace them, huh? Is there going to be any loyalty? Because I understand the traits that you want from a man, but there are certain traits that us men like as well. Loyalty being a big one. Loyalty being a big one. Need that. And it's going to be hard to really feel comfortable and secure as far as the loyalty that's supposed to be bestowed. It's going to be hard to feel secure in that loyalty when it's clear that somebody is only going after worldly things as opposed to really caring about you as a person. In my opinion, it seems like it's just things are just hard and it's just come relieve it. I think that's how we had all this stuff with government assistance to begin with. It was like, what we found was that the men weren't that important if somebody will come in and offset the provision that you need. So the government started taking care of a lot of women, but they said you had to get the men out of the house. And they said, well, the archetype, the character that I needed, it always just came down to provision. The man wasn't necessarily essential. And we saw that. And we got a rude awakening. A lot of men. Because it was like, oh, that was all you really cared about. Just make my life easier and provide. And that's not all women. But we saw it in mass that was the priority with or without the man. That the man was optional. And this is what we see in what she was just talking about. But we'll leave it there for today. If you like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second, and it actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype the video, hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button and it shows the points. And since I am a smaller creator, a smaller channel, we actually get more points per hype. And hype was designed for smaller channels, so that's why. But if you come across a video and you don't see the hype button, then it's probably been over 7 days. And hype usually vanishes after 7 days. So it's usually best practice if you want to hype to just go ahead and hype while the iron is hot on a newer video. And also, if you want to become a member of the channel as well, the join button's on the video. And what becoming a member of the DXU family will come with is you would get badges next to your comments, where it will show people that you are a member whenever you leave a comment, as well as you would get early access to content and also exclusive content that's not available for everyone else on YouTube. So again, if you want to become a member, the join button's on the video. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.